Hi everyone, this side Arohi from Python Technologies, and in this video I'll talk about support vector machines in detail. So basically SVM is a classification algorithm, and the job of SVM is to perform classification by finding a line or a hyperplane that classify the data points in best way. So I'll explain you with this example. So this is the data set on which we are working, and this data set is about two different classes. One is yellow smiley classes and other classes orange smiley classes. So now we want to perform classification on this data. So how we can classify using SVM, as I've just told you, by finding a right hyperplane. So hyperplane simply means by putting a line. So over here we have three hyperplanes, or you can say frontier, or you can say lines, right? So we have three hyperplane. One is blue hyperplane, other one is green hyperplane, and the third one is black hyperplane. So now the task is to choose the right hyperplane. Out of these three hyperplane, which hyperplane is the right hyperplane? How we can choose that? By checking, by seeing like which particular hyperplane is separating the classes in good way. Let's see one by one. Let's talk about this A hyperplane, this blue line. So if you see this blue hyperplane, you can see over here that this yellow smiley, this data point is very close to this hyperplane, and this orange smiley is again very close to this blue hyperplane, right? But classification is correct over here. Both the classes are in the same, are classified properly, but the distance between this data point and this line is very less, and the distance between this orange smiley and this line is very less, right? And if I talk about this black hyperplane, so this black hyperplane have some error, classification error, because this yellow smiley is not correctly classified, so we'll not use it. So now the task is to choose between A blue line and between B line. So let's talk about this green line. See, basically what we are doing over here is we will be using margin, right? We'll find the right hyperplane by choosing the margin. So basically what is margin? Margin is a gap between the line and the closest class points, right? So we simply choose the line with the maximum distance from the closest support vectors. See, these things are also called, the closest points are also called support vectors. So this is also a support vector, this is also a support vectors. Support vectors simply means closest points. So our task is to choose the line with the maximum distance from the closest support vectors. So out of these three lines, we can see that the green hyperplane, this hyperplane, has maximum distance from the nearest support vector. See, so if we'll see all the data points, so this orange data point is the closest support vector to this green line, right? And this yellow support vector, yellow data point is the closest support vector from this line. And both these support vectors, both these closest points have the maximum distance from the line. So that means this green line is the right hyperplane over here. And how we have choose this? By simply calculating the distance between the closest points from the all the hyperplanes, right? So okay, so the data on which we have worked upon, this data is a linear data. We can classify it by simply putting a line, simply putting a straight line. But what about if we have non-linear data? So now this data is non-linear data. So that simply means that you cannot straight away put a line and can classify the data. So you, if you put line in this direction, then also there will be some misclassification. If you're putting line like this, then also there will be some misclassification. That simply means that data is non-linear. So how SVM handle this non-linear data? So SVM have kernel trick to handle non-linear data, right? So now what are kernels basically? So basically kernel converts non-linear data into linear data, means it converts non-separable data into a separable data. And how we can do that? By using different kind of kernels. So we are having linear kernel, polynomial kernel, and radius basis function kernel, and then sigmoid kernel. So there are various kernels. By using those kernels, we can convert non-separable, non-linear data into a separable, that means into a linear data, right? So this linear kernel, this is the formula for linear kernel. Linear kernel means the maths behind this linear kernel is this. This is basically a normal dot product. And if I talk about polynomial kernel, so if you have studied polynomial regression where we give degrees to our data and then we work, so the same logic we are using over here, right? So the polynomial kernel will work as polynomial regression and then the radial basis function kernel. So basically, see, if by default, if you are using SVM kernel, then the by default the kernel which is selected is RBF kernel only. And suppose if you want to work on non-linear data, then you have to choose between polynomial kernel and RBF kernel. These two kernels are used when you want to work on, when you want to handle non-linear data, right? So let's talk about this radial basis function kernel. So if you'll see the formula, you'll see that we are using some gamma term over here. And there is one more term in this RBF kernel, which is called C term, right? So let's discuss about those two things. So gamma. So gamma simply means high gamma. So if you'll see these two figures, over here we are using low gamma and high gamma. This low gamma and high gamma simply means if you are choosing low value for gamma term and if you are choosing high value for gamma term, then what will happen? So that simply means if you are choosing low value of gamma, that means, see, high gamma will consider only nearby points in calculating the separation of line, right? The logic behind SVM is to choose a right hyperplane, right? So how we are choosing the right hyperplane? By calculating the distance between the closest point with the line, right? So if you're choosing high value of gamma, that means simply we are saying that we want to calculate the distance between the closest point with the line. So means this is the closest point. I want to calculate the distance between this point and line, and then I want to calculate the distance between this data point and line. In the same way, I want to calculate the distance between this, and I want to calculate the distance between this and this. On the basis of nearest points, we are calculating the separation line, right? And the low value of gamma simply means we are considering all the points for the calculation of separation line. Means I want to calculate the distance between this from this line and then from this data point and this data point and this line, means I want to consider all the points from this side also, and I want to calculate distance margin from all the data points from this line. So this is what gamma is. So it totally depends upon you how you want to work with your algorithm. So if you want, let all the data points, you want to calculate the margin from all the data points, then use low value of gamma. And if you only want to consider the nearest points, then choose high value of gamma while working on radial basis kernel, right? And there is one more term which is called C term. This is also called a penalty term. And basically what is this C is? This is a regularization parameter. So what is regularization? See, regularization simply means adding some value in the error function to improve the results, right? So in simple words, we can say that we are using this C term to tell our SVM algorithm how much misclassification to avoid, right? So you can see over here. So when you regularization value means when you are choosing low value of C, then what will happen? And high regularization value means when you are choosing high value of C, then what will happen? So you can see in this figure, left image have some misclassification. So you can see some, okay, there is some error. So let me draw it like this. So there is some misclassification due to small value of C. And in this image, you can see that we are getting good results, right? Over here, there is a slight, change. This line should be here, not here. This line should be here. We are having some misclassification due to low value of regularization, but over here when we are using high value of regularization, then we are having excellent results in this parameter, right? So in conclusion, simply we can say that SVM is classifying two classes by choosing the right hyperplane, and we are having kernel tricks to handle with nonlinear data, right? And SVM, yes, one more important thing to know, SVM will offer you high accuracy as compared to other classification algorithms like logistic regression and decision.